Hi there guys, MotoGP fans, welcome to the channel. You are here with the Architect and we are playing MotoGP 20 on the Xbox. It's that time of the week again guys, where we're in the MotoGP career mode. We're going to check our consumption here and we're going to head off straight down to track. We are at the LeMans circuit in France and it's been a tough week. Free practice went fairly well. We qualified second, so we did okay in the end. We was on a hot lap on the last lap of qualifying, but it didn't quite work out. So I've gone for a soft medium on our tyre choice, which seems to be pretty similar to the guys out there. Petrucci soft medium, Espargaro soft medium. So I think our tyre choice is okay. I think we might have hit the nail on the head.
The French Grand Prix, the riders are spread out on the grid. The light will soon go out and the Le Mans race will begin.
Okay, let's see if we can get off to a good start. We have got Fabio right in. Oh! I slipped into second on the start and screwed the start. What a buffoon. Marquez has just took the lead. Can we nip up in? So can we get it stopped with a full tank of fuel? Oh! Marc Marquez then in front. Can we nip under the inside? We're strong here. We're strong, we are strong, we've been strong all weekend on this corner. We've been able to get the drive out quite nicely, just as we did there, so we just managed to make it stick in front of Marquez there. Getting it stopped with a full tank of fuel is the challenge. It's so tough when you've got a full tank of fuel. As we try to get it stopped down the hill, we get the back wheel up just a touch. Now we haven't been fast round here all weekend, we've not been super fast, but look at that white space behind us. We're pulling a gap, something has happened there, hasn't it? Something must have happened. Marc Marquez are nearly a second behind. I'm not complaining though, we could do with the win if I'm honest. This bike feels like a tank. I don't know if it's because we've got a full tank of fuel, but we need to drop the power now. We've got 5.5 laps left. Through those S's, really tight S's, really struggle through there. This is the Ducati, so as we know, it's renowned for not handling fantastically in terms of trying to get the bike turned in. We do have the straight line speed, but look at that gap. What is going on here? What is going on? I mean, I'm not super fast around here, but that gap after 2 laps is a bit silly. Well, at least I can kind of take it easy a little bit and not have to make any stupid mistakes if we're like this. If this is how it's going to be. But I've got to say, so far, the Ducati is a bit of an handful of a bike. I don't know if you guys have actually seen it yet, and welcome to all the new subscribers who have come on board over the past couple of weeks. Welcome to the channel guys, and I hope you're enjoying our episodes that we're doing here. Please let me know in the comments if there's anything you would like to see. That goes for everybody. If there's anything you'd like to see, just let me know in the comments guys, and I'll see if I can accommodate. What have we been doing recently? We started the Rossi. Look at that 3.5 seconds gap. So if you've been looking through the rest of the videos on the channel guys, you might have noticed that we started a Valentino Rossi season. So we've got lots of that coming up on the channel over the next few weeks. So we're riding as Valentino Rossi on his Yamaha, and we're going through every single track on the race circuit. And what we might even do for the finale is to do a full race distance. We might do. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you'd like to see that. Full race distance with Valentino Rossi on the Yamaha on his M1. Before, of course, he switches over to the Petronas, which isn't too far away. The 28th of March is the date you need to have in your calendar, guys, for the start of the GPs. Oh, look at the gap we've got here. What is the gap now? We're 4 laps in. We just don't want to make any mistakes. So what do I think of this Ducati? Well, we've done a few races now. 4 seconds in front we are. That's what the gap has just recorded. So we can control that gap nicely. So what do I think of this Ducati then? Because I do like a Ducati, I do like Italian bikes. Or should I say European bikes, not Italian so much, but European bikes. I like the KTMs as well. But we all love a Ducati, don't we? So what do I think about this bike? Comparing it now to Valentino Rossi's bike and the series I've been racing, this Ducati is an handful. It is an absolute handful. It's not easy to get the bike set up, which I will show you at the end of this race, guys. I will show you that setup. It's not an easy bike to manage. It's an handful. You've got to be careful. You've got to be sensitive to it. It will bite. It will bite you very easily if you abuse it. We've just got a penalty. 4.8 seconds in front, and we just got a 0.2 penalty. Leave it out. The hardest thing I find about this bike is its handling. It just runs wide and turns slow. And when you wind the rebound up on the front or on the back, and you raise the bike so it's nice and high, and you reduce the rate right down, you would think it turns a lot better, but it's still like an elephant to turn round. I mean, it is better, of course, when you make all those changes, but it is a tough bike to get to grips with. It sounds fantastic, and it's got stonking loads of power, but it's just its turning ability and stopping power are the faults of this bike. And I think these are the faults that we've been experiencing with Dovizioso, or Dovizioso's been experiencing in the GPs. He's been experiencing the same problems, getting the bike turned, although he gets it stopped and he's good at getting the bike stopped. He's a late breaker, Dovizioso. We know the Ducati has got a problem with the front tucking, and it surprises me how well this game has kind of replicated that. I mean, it isn't like I've rode a Ducati GP bike, of course, guys, but you know, going on what the Dovizioso says in his interviews, the problems in the paddock that they've been experiencing through the season, I can kind of get the feel of that, and how they've put it into this game is fantastic, really. How they've broken down the individual characteristics of the bikes. It's fantastic what they've done. So 7 laps in, guys, we are in first. It's a lonely race. It's a very lonely race, and we're 5 seconds in front now. I'm not sure if something happened on the first lap, but all of a sudden we had loads of space behind us. We really built a gap very quickly after overtaking Marquez. So what do you guys think about the new game that has been announced for April? I've got my copy already on pre-order, so I will be reviewing that game on the day of release. I will be installing it, and I'll be getting a video out to you guys as soon as I possibly can after that date. But are you guys going to buy it? Let me know in the comments. Are you guys going to go for the new game? Okay, lap 8, we're miles in front, 5.5 seconds in front. It's silly, really silly. I hope they fix some of these issues like this. There are some inconsistencies on some tracks and in the rain. So I'm hoping they might bring that, close the gap a little bit in the new game, in the AI. I'll tell you what though, I found it really interesting on the Yamaha and the Valentino Rossi season. I found it really interesting that I've been running that bike on a standard setup, completely out of the box. I haven't made any tweaks at all to the gearing, suspension, nothing at all, completely standard setup. And I've been running on 100%. And I found it really interesting that on some tracks that setup for the bike is actually okay. You know, I've been winning races on 100% with a standard setup, standard gearing, no changes whatsoever, and I've been winning races. And then you get other tracks where I've not been winning so many races, or I've not been winning on those tracks, and I've been like 9th and 10th, and it's been really struggling to get the bike turned and to get it nice and stable on track. So it's, again, I guess it's a good shout out to Milestone, because they've built in the characteristics of the bike and the setup of the bike for individual tracks. I think they've done fantastic there. So some tracks just need setting up, you just need to work on your setup. So turn 7 here at LeMans, didn't expect any of this, but it's going to put us in really good stead for the championship. Especially, who's in second? Is it Marquez? 6.8 seconds, leave it out! I mean, I'm not pushing it here, guys. I'm not pushing it at all. I'm just coasting round. There we go then, guys. Over the line.
Before we go to see the party at the podium, let's take a look at the MotoGP class final results.
Okay, so final results then. We did incur a little penalty, I think, but wasn't too bad. So we didn't even get the fastest lap. Vinales, just by a 10th, kind of beat us to the fastest lap. But we did come first, which is fantastic for us. Marc Marquez comes second, 5.5 seconds behind, and then Fabio Quartararo, 7.7 seconds behind. Alex Rins come fourth, and Jack Miller come fifth. And the current world champion, Joan Mir, he comes sixth. So Riders' Championship then. So we've moved up 3 places. We've got 77 points now. Marc Marquez is still leading the championship with 90 points at the moment, but 13 points behind him we are now. Morbidelli, we obviously taken his place, so he's moved down 1, so he's in 3rd. His teammate Fabio is in 4th place. The championship's starting to take shape a little bit now, but we're still in there. We're still in there for the contention of this championship. Team Championships, Ducati Lenovo have moved up a place, 2 places, but Petronas are still in there, miles in front at the moment. Constructors Championship, Ducati are all over this at the moment, so they're doing really well, with Yamaha 2nd place, Honda in 3rd.
Undoubtedly, it was a perfect day for him. In addition to the victory, his position also earns him 25 priceless championship points.
So we'll watch the podium then. I think we deserved that one. I'm not sure why we were so fast. We definitely weren't that fast, but I'm not complaining, guys. We got to win.
Picking up again live from the track, where the top 3 riders have just arrived on the podium for the awards ceremony. Each Grand Prix makes its own story, but these guys will definitely be ones to keep an eye on in races to come.
Okay then, so let's skip through this a little bit, but we got 4 reputation points, so no problems there. We should get all our credits as well. We met our objectives. We did well as well in Moto3 team. I think one of our guys got 3rd position there. Research data, we got 4 research data. So actually it's been a good weekend when all's said and done. So let's head off into the office then. So let's see what's going on. I don't think there's much going on, to be honest. personal manager, no notifications there. Technical staff, nothing happening here either. Research and development is still ongoing. We've got a couple of weeks left for our next engine development to complete, which should complete in time for the Spanish GP, the Catalonian GP, I believe. Frame's got 1 week, so that's good. So we've got an upgrade for the next race, so that might help with the bike handling. Aerodynamics has got loads to go, and electronics has got 4 weeks, so there's nothing we can do there yet. But let's go off into the calendar, because we've still got this calendar bug. So we're not at Catalonia, we are at Mugello. Okay guys, just so you know, for those new guys who are coming on board just to watch this series, we have got a calendar bug. It seems to put us a week in front, but we haven't finished the week behind yet. So we are at Mugello next week, although it's saying we're going to Catalonia. But what we're going to do in this one, we're going to do a back-to-back race in the next episode, guys. So don't miss that one. Hit that subscribe button, subscribe to the channel now, guys, so you don't miss that. It's going to be a back-to-back episode with Mugello and Catalonia. That's what we're doing next. Okay, so let's move on to that week then. So we're definitely at Mugello. So I'll see you there, guys, at the Mugello circuit next week and the Catalonian circuit. If you've enjoyed this episode, guys, please give me a like and please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe for more MotoGP content. We've got lots coming up. Head over to the Rossi, Valentino Rossi races. Go and have a look at those, guys. Let me know if you like it. Leave me a comment below, and I'll see you in the next round. Cheers, guys. Stay safe. See you later. Bye bye.
Hello and welcome to Mugello. Today sees the start of a week of racing on one of MotoGP's most exciting and compelling circuits. Let's not waste any more time. The first round of free practice has already begun and we're about to see the first riders getting on track. It doesn't look like the weather will be causing us any problems. The latest weather reports we've received indicate clear skies for the duration of the entire session.